Today I want to show you that you don't need to worry about your wing getting all tangled up, the lines all tangled up, because there are methods to untangle a wing. Now last night when I landed at nighttime and the whole wing came over my head and it got all tangled up. The lines went everywhere. They were around the back and the front, went all around my paramotor, and it is a crazy mess. I mean, I just knew that this was going to be impossible to fix. I mean, at least it looks like it's impossible to fix, right? I mean, lines are everywhere, but no worries. Let me show you the secret. And if my secret works, then I get a fly today. And if this secret doesn't work, I'm going to be at home very upset that the secret didn't work. But so far, it has always worked for me, no matter how tangled up this mess is. I mean, this is how tangled it is. I mean, there's lines on the front, in the back. I don't even know how to start with this. What I think I'll do is I'll start over here at one side of the wing, and I will make sure that all the lines, I'm going to pull it like this so all these lines that are on top will fall over, or we'll go to the other side here and drop off if there is even that much line left. Look at this. This is gonna suck, boys and girls. This is gonna suck. At least it looks like it's gonna suck. So far it does. This is what most newbies or anybody that gets their lines all tangled up are scared to death of. As you can see, I'm still just moving all the lines off the top and putting them over here. So now all my lines are now on the underneath, the undercarriage, the underside of the wing, which is where they need to be anyway. You boys didn't poop out here, did you? I hope not. Else I'm gonna have a poopy wing to go with my butthole, which, if you don't know, in the very end of the wings is you do have a butthole. It's Velcroed. You open it up and you pull out all the junk that has accumulated in there. Wow, what a rat's nest, guys. I'm still having a hard time getting all the lines just over here on one side. Why is it? What the hell? What the hell, guys? Ugh. What a rat's nest. Let me pull this out a little bit. I know, you guys are just cringing right now going, oh, this looks horrible. Yeah, it does. It looks miserable. All right. I think we got it all now on top. Wow, this is awful. Okay, so all the lines now are all coming from the bottom. Nothing else is tangled up. So, besides this rat's nest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm opening it up. Now I'm gonna come back here and release the Kraken. You're releasing the Kraken. All right, enough of that stuff. So we're going to take this out and cringe a little bit more, because I know these things were tangled up horribly. I'm going to try to do this with one hand, because I'm videoing with one And looking at this mess, I mean, look at this, guys. This should take like forever, right? However, it will not take forever. The secret is I'm going to do the best I can with just moving these things left and right, seeing where a big bunch of lines are coming through. And I'll pull these through like so. That looks like that would be the way to go, but I'm probably wrong. Wow, it's got a lot more tangled than I thought it was going to. Look at that, that's just awful. All right, so what do we have here? We got a A line, because my red ones are A's. This is absolutely crazy, folks. All right, so what I'm going to do now with this incredibly tangled up mess is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to find my most center A's, and I'm going to follow it until it connects with my other A. So my A split. What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow my A's. I'm going to pull the A through all of this rat's nest. Look at that. Let me see if I can just put this between my legs so I can use two hands and pull this up through here. Like so. Wowzers, dudes. That's sick. Alright. I'll toss that out there. Alright, so now I see that this rat's nest. Well, let's go to the next A. So we're gonna grab the other side until it goes down to where it splits, because it splits right here and it splits out to there. So now I'm going to follow this A through this rat's nest. Can you see this, guys? I mean, is that just insane or what? So I'm going to pull this A through this rat's nest. I'm showing you this, like I said, I'm doing this with one hand filming and one hand pulling, so you can see that it is possible. Wow, look at that. It's hard to even get the A's through here. So I got the A's. I'm going to continue to pull this through this rat's nest. Wow. I do not know how it got so tangled, but it sure did. I even think that my brakes came off somewhere down the line and got all messed up. So there we go. So we know that this riser is for the other side over there. So let's go ahead and see what we got so far. Rat's nest, rat's nest. But it's coming apart just a little bit for us, which is good. Now we're not going to pull hard because we don't want any of these lines to bend at all, because that could break the Kevlar. Kevlar inside this nylon sheathing. All right, so because this is incredibly messed up, let's go ahead and make sure that this line, it is. We got that line all the way over there. And my other A is all tore up. So I'm gonna grab the other A on this side and follow it to where it meets, because now we're over here. We did have the top one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got this side. Got the A's. And we're gonna follow it all the way down. There we go. And this is the one I was looking for over here. I grabbed the wrong A. So now we got the A that's way over here. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pull this booger through this rat's tail, this mess that looks insane. And we're gonna pull this through this rat's nest, like so. Making sure that I don't pull very hard. And I'm sorry if you can't see very well while I'm doing this. I apologize, but you kind of get what I'm going at. Alright, so flipping it around to see what I got. And that's what I got. Some zigzag stuff. No problem. Now we're going to go over to the other side. Grab my other A's over here. And follow this horribly messed up nest. And pull this straight through here. Might have to pull some of these apart a little bit because they are all wrapped around until I get all the way down to my riser, and making sure that I pull this A all the way through. There we go. Holy smokes, guys. All right, what do we have here now? Besides a complete mess. Wish I had a tripod for this. This would probably work a little bit better if I had a tripod. So now we got that done. We got the A's. Both the A's should be on the top. Let me put the phone down and make sure the A's are all on top for both of them real quick. All right, so now I'm just gonna pull it out, stretch it out, stretch out the entire wing a little bit more, and then we're gonna check the lines here. It's really difficult to really do this when you don't have a huge yard. Alright, so they look all straight on this side now. Pull that brake, my tip steering through. There we go. That is it. We are completely untangled. That entire rat's nest is over and done with. So that's how you untangle an impossible tangle. And while I was off camera, all I did was go through the A's again, all the way down, straighten everything out on both sides. I don't know how long it took completely, but that's it. That's all she wrote. Now, let's go ahead and pack this thing up because we're gonna go flying tonight. and I'll show you how I pack up a wing. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these risers in two by taking the center like this. Now it's folded. I'm going to put this part in first in the bag. Okay, so now the risers are in here. I'm going to put them about that close to the wing. And now I'm going to just kind of fold this. And there's so many different ways of folding a wing. Everybody will show you different. This is what works for me. I just take this, I fold it there. Make sure it's straight over on this side. I'm going to do this all the way until it gets to the middle. So my visual line is right there to the ozone. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because here are the holes. Air is going to come out this way. So as I roll it up from the bottom, all the air is going to come out of it. Now we're going to do the same for the other side. I'm going to try to, best I can, get this folded up to where it's something like this. Now I'm going to come over here and grab my lines. And I'm going to do a very interesting rosette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all this extra slack out. And you can see that we have the brake lines that are out being silly. I'm going to drop them down here, and now I'm going to make a nice rosette, making sure that nothing is tangled. And I'm going to take this rosette right here and lay it right there. I'm going to take this and toss it up there. Leave the rest of the lines up here, like so. And once again, everybody does things different. Everybody's gonna say, that's not the way to do it. But there's another way of doing it. Of course there is. It's a wing. It's not like you have to pack it in, you know, correctly so it comes out like a parachute. Then I just roll it up. Try to keep everything going to the middle. Because as I'm going forward, all the air is coming out. And with one hand, you can kind of see how small this wing gets. So it gets relatively small, and it's right here by the bag. So that makes it really super easy. Now, I don't know if your stuff sack has these things or not. I have 3 on one side, the connectors on the other, and I have the big one that goes all the way across. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crisscross. I'm going to take this one over there, that one over there, this one to the middle. So I'm going to hit the middle one first because it makes the rest of the stuff that I'm doing easy. Once again, I'm doing this with one hand to show you it's really not that difficult to do such a thing. So these are all buckled. I'm just going to pull them tight. Snug everything down. Now I'm taking the end. I'm going to come across. And I'm going to buckle that. Snug it. And you can see there are no lines that are hanging out. Everything's inside. And it's a perfect backpack now. I can just throw on my back. And that is how I pack up, detangle, and get ready to go for another fun adventure in my paramotor. See you at the sod farm in a few.